Hi, I'm Les Blythe, helping you confront copywriting challenges head-on and delivering actionable solutions that work. Now look, there's no way to sugarcoat this. If you lack confidence, you're going to find it difficult to convince people to trust you with writing copy for their business. But don't worry, I'm going to help you fix that. Now in this video, I'm going to show you actionable strategies you can use, and I've personally used to build your copywriter confidence and develop an unwavering belief in yourself as a copywriter. Of course, this will also help anyone who suffers from a lack of confidence. So don't tune out if you don't happen to be a copywriter right now. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have cracked the code that turns your insecurities into positive actions that yield real results and put more money in your pocket. Now, if you think that's worth a like and a subscribe, you know I'd appreciate it. It just takes a second and it helps me to keep providing solid information and help like this for free. Now, make sure to watch the whole video. I'm going to deliver solutions for the two main roadblocks that I know from experience can torpedo your confidence as a copywriter. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to pick up my copywriter cheat sheet. I'll put a link in the description for you. My cheat sheet gives you 25 copywriting success secrets I have learned from more than 10 years in the business. It's absolutely free, so be sure to help yourself when you finish watching the video. Now, have you ever felt that nagging doubt as a copywriter, that little voice whispering, am I really good enough? Is my work truly valuable? If you have, trust me, you're in good company. Almost every copywriter, especially when starting out, grapples with this. After a lot of hard knocks, I discovered a way to deal with these nagging doubts and become more confident in my abilities. And I'm going to let you in on what it was that turned the tables for me and can do the same for you. By the way, I'd be really interested to know if lack of confidence affects you and how to hold you back. So drop a comment and I'll reply to everyone personally. So at the beginning of my career, I constantly second-guess myself. I deliver copy and immediately worry if it was good enough, if the client would be happy, or if I truly made an impact. It's a common trap. We spend so much time focusing on the mechanics of writing and the formulas, the conversions, and we forget about the crucial ingredient that is confidence. And unfortunately, I speak from experience here. I hate to admit it now, but when I first started, I often let self-doubt dictate my rates and missed out on loads of opportunities and income, of course, because I didn't truly believe in my worth. Now, I definitely learned the hard way, and I absolutely want to help you avoid doing the same. This self-doubt is better known as imposter syndrome. I faced it, and you'll face it. Briefly, imposter syndrome is when you doubt your skills, talents, or accomplishments despite clear evidence of your competence and success. Is that feeling that you're a fraud and that you'll eventually get found out? Imposter syndrome is very common, and here's how we deal with it. Now, the first thing to do is to acknowledge and name it. Recognize the feelings. The first step is to identify when those imposter thoughts are creeping in. Notice the self-doubt, the fear of being found out, or the tendency to downplay your achievements. Call it out. When you feel it, tell yourself, yep, this is imposter syndrome. Naming it helps to externalize it and realize that it's a common psychological pattern, not a reflection of your actual ability. Focus on facts and not feelings. Gather evidence and keep a win journal or an accomplishment log. Whenever you receive positive feedback, complete a project successfully, or meet a goal, no matter how small, write it down. This provides concrete evidence of your competence to counter the subjective feelings of inadequacy. Always challenge negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, or I just got lucky, ask yourself, what is the factual evidence to support this thought? Is there any evidence to contradict it? Often you'll find these little or no basis in fact for your self-doubt. Reframe your narrative. Instead of, I almost messed that up, try, I learned a lot from that challenge. So shift your internal dialogue from self-criticism to growth-oriented thinking. Celebrate your successes, big and small. Don't dismiss praise. When someone compliments you or your work, practice saying thank you instead of deflecting or minimizing it. Allow yourself to internalize the positive feedback. Actively acknowledge, make a conscious effort to acknowledge your achievements, whether it's a small task completed or a major major project. Take a moment to feel proud of your efforts and results, and stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own journey, and competitive environments often lead to unhealthy comparisons. Remember that you're only seeing others' highlights and reels. You're not seeing their struggles. So focus on your own progress and growth. Recognize that everyone's unique. Everyone has different strengths, weaknesses, and paths to success. Your worth isn't determined by how you measure up against someone else. And learn to embrace imperfection. Challenge perfectionism. Imposter syndrome often goes hand in hand with perfectionism. Understand that nobody is perfect, and mistakes are opportunities for learning and growth, not proof of your inadequacy. And adopt a mind growth set. View challenges as opportunities to learn and develop new skills rather than tests of your inherent ability. Accept failure gracefully. Failure is a natural part of the learning process. Instead of letting it define you, analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and continue to move forward. Set yourself realistic goals and break down large tasks into smaller goals. Overwhelming goals can trigger feelings of inadequacy. Break them into small, manageable steps and celebrate each small victory. If you apply these strategies, you can gradually dismantle the grip of imposter syndrome and cultivate a more accurate and confident view of yourself and your abilities. Now, right, here's another major challenge. This was a big one for me, and that's the dreaded client meeting. Years later, I still can get that awful feeling and doubt in the pit of my stomach when meeting a client face-to-face online for the first time. The difference now is that I know how to handle it. The best bit of advice I can give you here is to prepare, prepare, prepare. Look, there's an old saying, fail to prepare and you prepare to fail. You've most likely heard it. It's corny, but it's true. Never try to wing it. All you're doing is putting unnecessary pressure on yourself, which will affect your confidence, your own confidence, and might well end in disaster. You're asking the client to trust you with real money, and they're going to pay you for your work. So at least show you're professional enough to come to the meeting prepared. Be properly prepared. Not only it helps to boost your own confidence, but it instills confidence in the client, making the client feel valued and understood. This foundation of trust is important for building long-term relationships and achieving positive outcomes from client meetings. Here's how to prepare, and it starts with research. Get to understand your client's business, industry, current challenges, and recent developments. Reviewing past communications, previous meeting notes, and any existing agreements you have with the client is also vital to ensure you're up to date on the history with you. Beyond the client's specifics, anticipate their potential needs and objectives for the meeting. Clearly define your own objectives as well. What do you hope to achieve, and what key messages do you want to convey? This kind of dual understanding allows you to tailor your agenda, your talking points, and any supporting materials to resonate directly with the client's priorities while also achieving your own priorities. Now, finally, practical preparation involves structuring the meeting, gathering necessary resources, create a clear agenda with estimated timings for each discussion point, and share it with the client beforehand to allow for their input and ensure they're on board with you. Prepare any presentations, data, reports, or product demonstrations that will be relevant. Anticipate potential questions or objections the client might raise and formulate concise, well-reasoned answers. And finally, confirm the logistics, the time, the location, whether it's virtual or physical, and get the technology you need set up beforehand, make sure it's working. So there you go, solid, actionable advice, as I promised, to deliver and help you develop confidence and an unwavering belief in yourself as a copywriter. Now, don't forget to pick up my copywriter cheat sheet. I put a link in the description of the video for you. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk again soon. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.